Hey guys, this is the Wizard, and welcome back to 420 News. We're gonna have Mountain Man tonight as our special guest. Say what's up, Mountain Man.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
So we're gonna bring you some 420 News tonight, and some of the topics are Uber's gonna do what, and how many Americans are smoking after COVID. Stay tuned.
Fucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah. You know who's back up in this motherfucker.
Hey guys, welcome back to 420 News. This is the Wizard, and like I said before, we have Mountain Man.
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
So just like the prelude says, we got a couple of 420 News is going on, and we're going to drop them on you. Our first one is going to be a cannabis activist, Tom Hidden, at the Joints for Jabs in New York City said free ganja for anybody who proves that they got the COVID-19 shot in New York. So what do you think about that, man?
I think I'm going to have to give my parents a phone call real quick, man. Go pick me up a package in the city real quick.
Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that.
But I mean, how can you really prove that you got the COVID vaccine, right? So like if you go to get tested, if you got the COVID vaccine or not, the people testing you could be lying to you about you actually getting the COVID vaccine and either saying, no, you did not. And that way they can get more hospital funding or saying, yes, you did. And you really didn't because it's all a hoax. I don't know.
Well, according to some states, it's gonna. You know how you went to school and you got like a shot report that you turned into the school.
I do, yeah.
So basically, they're gonna have a COVID-19 version of that, and it's gonna have a test 1, a test 2, the option of Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson because they're the only 2 out right now. And they'll basically check it.
So what happened to the Moderna? Did that like kind of shit the can or something?
No, it's still in human testing right now.
Oh, okay. The Johnson & Johnson, I heard, was having some issues, though. Have they been able to resolve anything with that?
What I've heard is they're still in the ether about everything. I know that they're not allowed to administer any shots right now, but they are currently making more vaccinations, but they are not allowed to give them to the public. Something about 1 in 1 million people basically die, and it's nuts.
Well, when you have 7 trillion people on the face of the earth, right? 1 in 1 million, that's a lot of fucking people. You know what I mean?
I get it. You just don't want to shove somebody with a needle full of bullshit. I mean,
what I think is crazy is how Pfizer stocks are not shooting through the roof right now, with them being the only one in the system right now for being able to really administer shots.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely capitalized when it came to getting that vaccination out first.
I was just expecting a little bit more growth. That was crazy.
Yeah. Now, I actually expected more people to actually have vaccinations out there than just 3, and then 2 of them aren't even ready to go yet again.
Yeah.
But, all right, so we're going to go on to the next one. So, Mountain Man, so this is what Uber's going to start doing in New York City.
Oh,
all right,
boy.
All right. So, Uber CEO was caught by TMZ in a coffee house in New York, and they questioned him about the rumors on selling cannabis delivery service through Uber.
What?
So this is quoted by the CEO. Once flower or marijuana becomes federally legal, Uber is going to hop on that and have a delivery service within New York City limits.
Holy crap. What's the CEO's name?
The CEO's name, it wasn't said in the article, and I didn't do a little bit more
well,
research,
hey, Mr. CEO of Uber, give us a shout out. You know what I mean? Hey, we could make some things work in
all
the
I know is the
757.
CEO. Yeah, all I know is the CEO of Uber is like Ashton Kutcher's like best friend. Like that's all I know.
Oh man! All right, so Ashton Kutcher, let's get him in here.
All right, so Mountain Man, little trivia. What is the most conservative state on recreational marijuana? And conservative meaning they don't want it legalized recreationally. What state would you say would be at the top of that list?
All right, so I'm gonna give you like a top 3 of which I think it is because
Okay.
I mean that's a hard pick. So when I think conservative when it comes to recreational cannabis, I'm thinking South Carolina, I'm thinking West Virginia, and I'm thinking probably oh man, you know what? Let's go with those two. Let's go with those two. Let's see.
All right. Well,
Did I get it?
no.
Oh,
Not even close.
what was it? What was it?
Texas.
Texas.
is
That
most
was the one I was
conservative
gonna
state out
say.
there. So I actually found a survey from recovery.org saying that they polled Texans
Mhm.
from around the state, and 1 in 5 has agreed to remove their conservative views on recreational marijuana due to COVID lockdowns. So that's 22%
The
of
old
Texas.
lady's driving them nuts down there.
Yeah, the 22% of Texans have now changed their views on recreational marijuana, and they're actually for it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, guys. So just those are quick.
Huge
little-
leap in the right direction.
Yeah,
though.
right. So we're gonna go to Mountain Man for some of our sponsors tonight and get those out the way so we can move on.
Heck yeah. So tonight's sponsors, our first sponsor is Loud Pack Patterson. Go and check Loud Pack Patterson out on Instagram for all of your medical needs. Loud Pack Patterson has been supplying us for, what would you say now, Wiz?
At least 4 months.
At least 4 months
Yeah,
now.
because right after I got out of the hospital, he was like my main guy because
Yeah.
of the pain and stuff like that.
And
He
let-
was the main guy.
And let me tell you, there is some crazy stuff that he has right now in his menu coming back from California. We've been chiefing on a little bit of it here and there, and let me tell you, we have been floating all week. Our next sponsor for tonight is Flavortown Exotics. You can find them at Flavortown Exotics _ on Instagram. That is another one of our premium cannabis suppliers right now. We get a lot of really good stuff. He also just got back from California as well and has a really nice menu from 420. Definitely go and check out his page for more information on what he has going on this week. Our next sponsor is Swag Fishing on Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead and check out Swag Fishing for all of your fishing needs. Swag Fishing offers a array of customized lures and other fishing accessories. Go ahead and check them out on their page for more information on that. And last but not least, our final sponsor tonight is The Adventure Inbox. You can find them at _adventures_inbox on Instagram. Check them out for all more fishing and as RC rock climbing accessories and builds as well. All right, that wraps it up for tonight's sponsors. Thank you for listening to the sponsor section of our podcast.
Thank you, Mountain Man. So, all right. So, Mountain Man, we're going back to New York City on our next article. New York City looks to become America's next cannabis hub.
So when we say cannabis hub, are we talking like California
Like
cannabis hub?
California and Colorado, like they're looking to be third.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. You know, I really do like it. It warms my heart to hear that, being a New Yorker and from New York myself, not from the city, but from upstate New York, and it really does warm my heart to see them making such great strides in the cannabis legalization.
Well, you're gonna love how they're gonna do it. The governor of New York is going to start renting out the vacant residents and or old like supply shops, buildings, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's going to start leasing those to cannabis growers.
Oh my
So he's
God.
going to allow the indoor cultivation as well as the outdoor cultivation. And I believe it's Como, as long as he still stays in office, Como is looking to use all those vacant buildings that nobody can afford. And he's going to rent them out for cheap for cultivation and take a cut. The city will take a cut whatever city that you're
Now,
in.
I got to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of Como being
not
from
either.
New York. But that aside, not trying to get political, he's making some steps in the right direction. I could say
Of
at
course,
least that
he's
much.
using what's there to make money. I mean,
Exactly. And I mean, as long as that money gets repurposed towards the city and towards the state in a good way, getting more funding towards the infrastructure and towards schools and towards, maybe trying to bring down some of these taxes, you know what I mean? It would be great, to
Yeah,
see
well,
some
I think
strides
New
that
York
way.
becoming a legalized state and then eventually we'll start selling it in dispensaries. I believe that New York is going to turn around. I think there will probably be a lot of more school openings in like the inner cities, like the PS,
Yeah.
like 118s and stuff like that. Shout
Yep.
out, Hey Arnold. So yeah, I think that's going to be really good for the city because you see how Colorado grew. Colorado, they almost tripled what they put into cultivation and then turned around and just boomed. Like it was, and then.
Imagine if New York City could do that again. We would be the gleaming star, that we once were in the past, dude.
Yeah, get all them tourists back into the city, man. Like, especially after COVID.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so our next one is the big one, and I think this is crazy. So, basically, the pandemic created an American cannabis consumer who will never be going away. And this is what I mean. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. Mountain Man fucked up. So as I was saying, basically COVID-19 has basically created a new cannabis consumer that is never going to go away. After COVID, states are starting to realize that cannabis is here to stay and it's never going away. Yep. And that's why everybody's following suit. Almost 20 states have locally legalized it for recreational use.
Yeah.
Well, astounding 86% of all poll have said that non-cannabis users have become cannabis users.
That is intense.
Over this whole pandemic lockdown.
Well, you know what it is? It's how loud this shit's getting, man. The neighbors be smelling it, and they're like, you know what? Let me go check that shit out.
Yeah, and that was a poll from the New York Post. So that's a source. So they put out a new report. After 2018 was the last report. They put out a new report. And many Americans consume cannabis. That has been a huge jump from 2018 when just 16% of Americans were cannabis users in 2018.
There was a lot of people lying on that one.
Yeah.
You know what it is back in 2018, there was a lot of states that were still illegal. So that's like the cop saying, hey, man, come drop your drugs off down here in person. You ain't going to get in trouble, Who's going to answer a national poll with their address tied to it saying, hey, yeah, I smoke weed.
And that same poll had redone its polls in 2021 in February from the New York Post. An astounding 56% of Americans smoke.
I even think that one might be a little shy, honestly.
Yeah. But 16 to 50, that's an 86% jump, dude. Like that's nuts.
That's crazy. That's what we need to see in Dodge. Hashtag Dogecoin.
Yeah, right. Hashtag Dogecoin. And then real quick, I know we talk about news abroad, so this is the only thing that I could really find out there. Slovakia became the last European state to legalize CBD and THC nationwide. Nationwide. So every European state legalized marijuana nationwide, recreational and medical use.
Jesus. Well, it sounds to me like we might be doing a podcast from across the pond soon. That is for sure. Because I bet you they got some wild shit growing over there, man.
Yeah. But anyway, Mountain Man, do you have any like 420 news that I didn't mention that you would like to talk about or anything of that nature?
I got some pretty big 420 news. Hey guys, make sure you stay posted, like posted on our Instagram and on our website, because coming up in sometime in July, we're thinking probably towards the end of July, we're going to be trying to do a pop-up event. Hell yeah. So definitely check out the page and everything, and it's coming, I promise. We've been working with all of our suppliers, so all those people that you guys are seeing on our Instagram, we're trying to get them all together under one roof, so that way you guys can come and actually see this after the legalization happens. Like, this is going to be the biggest event of the year. You guys need to be there. If you're in the 757 shit, if you're in the tri-state area, this shit's going to be fucking crazy. So you guys need to be there.
Well, all right, guys, that about wraps up 420 news for tonight. Make sure you check in about 3 days, and me and Mountain Man will probably have another one out with some more stories from around the nation and abroad on 420 news. So, all right, everybody. So, Mountain Man, say your goodbyes.
Hey guys, so thank you for coming out and listening to this podcast, 420 News. I'm glad I was able to make it out to talk to you guys and share a little bit of fun facts. Thanks again for listening.
And remember to smoke up, guys.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah. You know who's back up in this motherfucker.
Peace.
Peace.